Holy moly, the homestead has gotten to be a mess in the last 2 months since I haven't been able to use my string trimmer. I'm in the path right now and the path is just tall grass. I want to cut a new passageway down here so at least we have a nice place to walk down to the creek, and I have a pumpkin hill down there that I want to check on. First I'm going to cut a path here and I'm just going to go straight on down to the pumpkins, and I can actually hold this string trimmer again, which is amazing.
I went to see David the Good. We listened to Portishead and drank spiced rum. He threw me off the ramp and broke my foot and broke my wheelchair, all in good fun. Went to see David. That David.
I weed eated all the way down the hill and then down over here to find the pumpkin hill, which I have not visited in weeks due to my unfortunate injury and the difficulty with getting down here. But this was all clear, as you remember from the video where I put it in. I butched these weeds down to the ground. And now, there's the middle of the pumpkin hill. And the pumpkins are wandering their way away from it. But they're having too much competition here. So I'm gonna carefully cut around these vines, find out exactly where they are, clear this area, and make it safe again for pumpkins. Oh boy, raining on us. Knock off for now. Well, I can't rightly leave my camera out there in the rain, so I'm underneath a cocoa tree, which in turn is underneath an inga tree. And I'm just gonna wait and see if it calms down a little bit. But got most of the way around the pumpkins. The thing is with pumpkins, if they get in too much competition, those weeds will just eat them up. They have no place they can go. But the great thing about the Cucurbita machata pumpkins is that they root at the joints of the vine, which means if I knock those weeds down, loosen the soil up a little bit, give them some spot to run right down on the ground, they'll root into the ground. And so if something goes and chews through part of the vine, connecting two pieces, you just end up with 2 pumpkin vines instead of 1, because both sides become individual rooted plants. And sometimes they could just keep growing after injury after injury after injury. So what I'm trying to do is free them up from the weeds that are around them, give them some bare soil to touch down and root into, and then we're gonna be in good shape. The pumpkins are gonna be doing good. And they really need that because they're gonna lose the nutrition and everything by floating along the top of all those weeds and not ever rooting into the ground. They miss their chance to grab more nutrition and grow. So I'm just trying to give them a little bit of a jump here. It's just raining a little bit. It's actually very nice out here. I like it. I'm gonna go back over there and pull some of those weeds around the edges. And then if it's not raining too much, I'll take the camera over and film it. Kinda weeded around most of it here by hand. Then when I had it cleared around, right around the vines, I took the weed eater to it, or string trimmer I should say, as weed eater is a copyrighted brand name. But there we go, nice and blank. And now what I'm gonna do is take these vines, lay them back out nicely, and then cover some of the joints so they can root into the ground. Let me show you this here. See how they have roots where they were touching? See those roots right at the joint? That's what we want to root into the ground all around here. They look pretty rough right now, but they're gonna pull out of it and they'll be looking a lot better in a week or so. I think I'm gonna set them up right now.
I went to see David. That David the Good. We sang about science and other nautical terms. He played piano and I sang through something other than a Sennheiser.
That's a German tank.
Check this weed out right here in the middle of the pumpkin pile. This is actually a ground cherry, so we'll see if it's a tasty one or not. I'm just gonna let it grow. It's the only weed I spared. I'm pretty happy with the way they look, despite the fact that they haven't been taking care of it a long time. And then just coming back down here and taking care of them, and they're just plugging away. So that testifies to the power of compost and a burn pile to get them running. Stay tuned for updates. Be sure to check out all my pumpkin videos. If you really like pumpkins, also check out the Seminole Pumpkin Project on thesurvivalgardener.com. And until next time, you know it. You could say it. You just say it. All right. May your thumbs always be green. That was it. Not the one that sounds like John Kohler. This is the other one. The one that's all mine. Probably.
I went to see David, and now I'm home. It's not quite Florida, but it's not quite Rome.
MC Davey G.
Check the base, I paste John's face across mine. Know the dude eats fruit, but Davey G eats swine. We both garden like freaks, growing cabbage and leeks, but we get separated when it's time to drop beats. I dare John Kohler to face me in a rap battle. He can bring the carrots and I'll bring the grass-fed cattle. He's out west, but I got an East Coast beef. My garden and raps are sick, way beyond belief. I got more rhymes than a chick's got shoes. I got more flow than BB King's got blues. So you wanna race me and face me, you won't disgrace me or taste me unless you're better than Reese's Pieces. Your Keystone Polices fall to pieces, leases go unpaid as your raid against my rhymes fails in time to defeat me. You can't beat me. Peace.
Fatality.